It was 5 a.m. in the morning. I woke up depressed.
Oh, my neck!
Crust in my eyes. As I began to wipe the sharp fungus out, I accidentally pierced my iris like that part in Dead Space 2. But unlike Isaac, I wasn't afraid. I was nearly reaching climax. Morning wood is a normal thing for us not so well endowed gamers, but just this once, I knew what it felt like to be one of those horses on r/SFM Compile Club. I may not have pumped an anime girl full of Jamba Juice, but my phone? Brother, that shit was unreadable. A fictional high school girl? In HD? No, you fucking degenerate. It was Persona 3 Remake. I made like a tree to get to my PC, and let me tell you, my cock was hanging free. By this point, I'd usually be editing yet another video of some VTuber getting bukkake'd. Yes, I made that, and yeah, I had a bit of a chubster while doing it. But no, I avoided my cum-clad duties and spent the next 6 fucking hours on Reddit, scouring r/gaming leaks and rumors up and down for proof of this thing's existence. I need legitimacy. My investigation had failed. What will I do? How could I possibly find a reason to keep going and not Persona 3 myself? I went back to the video. Freeze frame. Zoom and enhance. What you're looking at is Block 2 of Tartarus and all of its creepy RPG Maker-like horror. And not just that, but a Venus eagle. I definitely knew its name before Googling it. On top of that, Yukari's model isn't the same one from P3D. Now just what does that mean? This might be real. But that's not enough proof. As a fellow Sonic enjoyer, I did notice something in this footage.
That's that fuck right there!
I do not remember seeing that thing anywhere in my playthrough. I thought I was going cuckoo. But my madness was justified soon after reading that this enemy, let alone this footage, was nowhere to be seen in any of Sonic Frontier's promotion. Yeah, that's exquisitely prime cut A5 Wagyu content only ever seen from the art book. And that's not even including a new Jet Set Radio game. The original quality for this video is about as clear as Krusty Sean's cock, so I won't lie, I thought it looked fake as hell, and was the only thing holding me back from truly letting myself consume the copium once more. That was until it was discovered that this wasn't the first time we've seen Beat drip the fuck out like this. No siree! Apparently, there was an official Sega survey a couple years ago that featured different art styles for a potential new entry in my dearly beloved franchise, Jet Set Radio, baby. Meaning that 2 of these leaks are undoubtedly real. It was at this point that the excitement drumming up inside of my belly was about to burst, like the time when I was 12 and got an ad with Megan Fox on my Razr flip phone stating hot singles in my area. Later that day, I saw the article that drained me clean. Persona 3 Remake's domain has been found. P3re.jp. It's real. I've waited years for this moment, and looking back at the leak in January, I don't think I'll need to wait much longer.
Boys, it's time.
Everyone, I'm back.
I will.
Yeah. Gotta take it up like this, yo. One time for your mind. Hey, yo, drop like this. There's no man's plan, no man ever survived. Invisible hands are behind you just now. If you ever win that race against beach, then you the king, cause it's no man's land. Masters in heavy rain, ultimately pain. Make shouts, slave, what they done is in vain. Counting AK-47, 24/7, but you gotta live it persecuted by heaven. Comes in, what you gotta do is drop a hammer down. Drop rhyme, drop hammer, take it like a lever. You got blood all over, ash all over. Spit it out, son, game's over.
It's showtime!
And that brings us to today. Today is July 10th, 2023. What you just watched was a recording from April 10th, 2023. It's been exactly 3 months since I scripted, recorded, and filmed live that video. Why didn't I post it sooner? Well, life's a bitch. Persona 3 Remake or Persona 3 Reload does exist. Recently, a friend of mine had sent me this tweet that I made, I think it was 4 years ago. Let's just say I've been waiting for a Persona 3 remake for a very, very long time. I've made countless videos saying Persona 3 remake this, Persona 2 remake that, maybe even a Persona 1 remake, and nothing was happening. The 25th anniversary happened, we got Toothpaste, and I mean, they remastered Ultimax, which is like pretty cool. We also got multi-platform Persona, which is also pretty cool. But listen, they promised a year's worth of announcements. And in that same year was the FF7 anniversary and the Kingdom Hearts anniversary. And let me tell you, as a fan of both of those series as well, they had a metric fuck ton of announcements in a single day, whereas Atlus gave us nothing but crumbs. Either way, Reload is here, and it looks gorgeous. Persona 3 is probably my second favorite game of all time. The first time I played it and witnessed that ending, I think I was struck more than I ever expected. I was bawling my eyes out. In fact, because I loved the game so much, I remember I made a video guessing we'd get a Persona 3 remake like 2 or 3 years ago.
See, I was talking to my boy Cody the other day, and we realized, holy shit, the Persona 3 Japanese 15th anniversary is next month on July 13th. Now, what if, and this is a big what if, to end this event, Atlus finally shows off.
It didn't happen.
I decided, well, let's play Persona 3 on stream, if I had a sub goal, and we did. So it took me about 3 years to finish Persona 3 on stream, but I did finish it. And guess what? I cried. Very soon after that, Persona 3 Reload leaked by Atlus themselves. I did not watch the leak. It was sent to me multiple times, but I wanted a genuine reaction, which you may have seen already. Now, I do fully believe that if I had no idea that it existed before going into it, I would have been much more excited. But now that time has sort of settled down and I've had more time to think about it, more things have been shown, we've heard the new voice actors' takes on the characters, I can confidently say that Persona 3 Reload is my second most anticipated game of 2024.
Get owned, Persona 3.
I love Final Fantasy VII. I say this, but I'm not gonna lie. Metaphor, I'm pretty fucking hyped for. Holy shit, that game's gonna be sick. Well, I think Persona 3 is pretty much perfect. There are a few things that I would like to see stay, and some things to go. Unfortunately, the female main character will not be a part of the game. Unfortunately, the answer will not be a part of the game. However, I don't really care. I've never played as the female character, so I don't have an attachment to her. But I'm aware that a lot of people, probably more people than the ones who played Fez, grew up with the female character, and she should be in the game. You might be thinking, well, he doesn't want the answer because he doesn't like it.
You're wrong.
I love the answer. I actually think it's fantastic. And Yukari is not a bitch. The thing is, the journey, the base portion of Persona 3, I think is a fantastic story and never really needed the answer to begin with. That being said, I'm not against getting it back in as maybe DLC or, but I did watch this amazing video by Lady Virgilia. Virgilia? I'm sorry if I'm saying your name incorrectly. The title was Water Matters More Than You Think, predicting Persona 3 Reload via symbolism. I recommend you watch it for yourself. In this video, she states a theory that Reload might be more than what you think. That Reload might not just mean Evoker, it could mean reloading a New Game Plus save. Think Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now clearly, I'm a fan of the direction that they're doing with FF7, and I would be 100% down to see them try something like this with Persona 3. But I don't think Atlus have the balls to do it. If it were to happen though, I just want to say, the idea that Elizabeth has finally gotten the chance to possibly bring back the protagonist is very, very interesting to me. Maybe you expand Elizabeth's social link throughout the game. Then, I believe Lady Virgilia said this in her video, but let's say the new ending becomes Elizabeth sacrificing herself
and the protagonist gets to live. I think that'd be a pretty good callback to what she's been doing in Persona 4 Arena. Now, I know this would bother a lot of people, but you gotta realize that Persona games have multiple endings. I remember this interview with Atlus where one of the directors on Persona 5 Royal talked about how Akechi only shows up at the ending of Royal if you took the time to spend time with Akechi, because why would Joker give a shit about Akechi if he never talked to him? Makes a lot of sense. They could do something similar here with Reload. I'm not sure how to handle it because I'm not a game developer and obviously people are going to want to spend time with Elizabeth, but assuming there's new elements to it, I'm sure you can get around it somehow. Then you can get your very sad ending. But rounding back to what I was talking about earlier, there are a couple things that I would like to see implemented into Persona 3 from Persona 5 Royal. My main issue before I state any of this is that I really want to emphasize to Atlus, if you implement this stuff, please balance the game around it. Because yes, I love a lot of the features that were added in Persona 5 Royal over original Persona 5. However, it was not balanced around those additions, so the game is ludicrously easy. I can literally play the game while I'm traits. Traits are really cool. They make personas feel a bit more unique and give a little bit more flexibility when I'm trying to min-max and build a very cool team. Social link abilities? I actually don't remember what they're called, but as you're ranking up your social links or confidants in Persona 5, at certain ranks you would get new abilities through your teammates or people outside of the group that your party pretty much. I really want that in Persona 3. Something I never realized I hated in Persona 3 and Persona 4 was not having backup EXP. You see, when I played Persona 5, I just stuck with one party throughout the entire game. Then, when I streamed the original Persona 5 on my Merciless playthrough, it was my third time playing the game, I had my chat actually pick my party for every single dungeon, and that was exhilarating. It was very fun. The thing is, something like that wouldn't be possible without backup EXP. I think this 100% should be core to Persona 3's dungeon experience. Persona 3 is a very large cast, and I want to use everyone. To this day, I actually don't know what half the cast even learns on level up, because most of the time when I go through and play the game, I usually have a set 3 characters that I will typically pick early on, and then I just don't have the care to try and level up anyone else. Don't get me wrong, I love grinding, but not like this. I love what I've heard Atlus say about Persona 3 Reload so far. Stuff like the male party members being more involved with the main character, because listen, if it was up to me, Kenji and the Moon social link, they're gone. I would have replaced them instantly. I mean, listen, I could have gotten Shinjiro as a social link. I could have gotten Junpei as a social link, but I get it. We're going to keep them around. If they're going to be around, I at least want a way to talk to the men, because I love men.
Sorry, ladies.
Overall, I'm incredibly excited for Persona 3 Reload. Let me know what you think. Are you excited for Persona 3 Reload, or are you disappointed because you're not getting the answer and you're not getting FemC? What features would you like to see added to Persona 3 Reload? What features would you want to potentially see taken away? Recently, I saw that they're going to keep the ability to reverse social links. I really like that. Listen, back then, I was like, no. Now I'm like, yeah, you should fucking hate my ass if I'm not talking to you. I want you to bully me. I want you to hate me. Unfortunately, they don't break anymore, but hey, we take what we can get out here. That's all for now, though. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave a dislike if you didn't. Check out my Patreon at the $5 tier. You can hang out with me while I'm working. Doesn't that sound really interesting? Anyway, that's all. Bye-bye. I'll see you next week. Bye. I can confidently say that Persona 3 Reload is my second most anticipated game of 2024.